Do you get the feeling someone is spying on your Android phone? Maybe some weird things are happening about the camera or your location, or you suspect somebody might be listening in on your phone calls or reading your text messages. I'm going to walk you through all of those. Unfortunately, a lot of the settings are turned either on or off by default, and you can change them to help increase the privacy and protect you on your phone. I'll walk you through all of that, but first, hit the subscribe button down below. It really helps me out. Thanks, guys. Now, the first thing we're going to do is head into the Settings app. So from the home screen, let's swipe up and tap on the Settings app here. And now the first thing that we will do is scroll down, and we're going to make sure that you're not sharing your location with anyone accidentally. Keep in mind, if you did share your location and you forgot and just set it to indefinitely, it might still be sharing that location. So let's tap on Location here and then Location Services. Now on here, you can see Google Location Sharing. If you tap on that, and if this is turned on, you'll be able to see anybody that you're currently sharing your location with. Just tap on there and you'll be able to see I'm sharing my location with Madison. If you don't recognize somebody on this list, they'll be able to see your location all the time, no matter what, and you want to make sure to turn it off. Now, if you don't recognize them, you can always hit the stop button here and it will disable that location sharing for that person. The next thing we're going to do is hop out here. So let's completely get out of your settings and open up the Messages app on your phone. So within the Google Messages, we need to make sure someone is not reading your text messages. To do that, tap on your profile at the top right, and then tap on Device Pairing here. You'll be able to see this allows you to pair other devices to be able to read and receive and send all text messages on your phone. So let's tap on Paired Devices here. And if you see a paired device on here that you don't recognize, make sure you tap on it and remove that as a paired device. Again, they'll be able to read all of your text messages. They'll be able to send and receive text messages as you. The next thing I would recommend doing is going back one. And again, we're going to tap on your profile at the very top right. And then we're going to tap on Manage Your Google Account because we need to make sure other devices are not logged into your Google account, stealing your info. So let's scroll down here and you'll be able to see a bunch of different options. We're going to choose the Security and Sign In. And then just scroll down until you get to the option that says Your Devices and hit Manage All Devices. Now you'll be able to see Android. This is this phone. iPhone here, but if I scroll down, you'll be able to see all of the devices on your account or that have access to your Google account. If you don't recognize any of these, just tap on it and basically open up that specific one. Here, I can either use my pen. Let's just use the pen here. And after I've done that and verified it, I can go ahead and sign out of that specific device on my account. Keep in mind, you don't want these devices logged into your Google account because they'll be able to get access to all your info. Now let's go back to the very beginning of here and exit out of your messages and open up your settings again. So open up the Settings app, and from here we're going to scroll down till we get to Connected Devices. Now within Connected Devices, we're going to choose Calls and Texts on Other Devices and make sure our text messages and calls are not being forwarded to other devices. Essentially, this will mean they will have access to all of those. So you can see calls on other devices. If you see a device on here you don't recognize, make sure to turn it off or disable it. The same with text messages on other devices. The next thing we can do is hop out of here and open up the Phone app. Within the Phone app, we're going to dial the keypad here, and we're going to dial a code to make sure nothing is forwarded on your carrier side. Whether you have Verizon, Sprint, T-Mobile, whatever carrier you have, make sure those are not being forwarded. So on here, we're going to dial *#21# and hit call. After you've done that, you'll be able to see call forwarding unconditionally, voice not forwarded. Now, this is key. If it says not forwarded, then all of those calls are not being forwarded. However, if you do see that they are being forwarded, you can just dial another code to be able to disable it. All we're going to do is hop out of here and we're going to dial ##002#. And from here, we're going to hit dial again. You'll be able to see at the very bottom, it says call forwarding all erasure was successful, aka it's disabled all call forwarding. The next thing we're going to do is hop out of here and open up the settings app again. So again, swipe up and open up that settings app. And let's go back to the very beginning of your settings. At the very beginning of your settings, let's scroll down until we get to the option that says security and privacy. From here, all we need to do is scroll down and go to permissions. These are all of the various devices and apps that have used your permission for phone, calls log, contacts, SMS. We're going to scroll down and specifically look for camera. Tap on that. If you see any app on here that has been using your camera and you didn't access it or you didn't give it permission to use your camera, you can always tap on that app and then switch it to don't allow or make sure it's set to ask every time instead of allow while using the app. You can also go back and do the exact same thing for your microphone as well. So make sure your microphone is not being used by any nefarious apps, that you're not accessing it or you're not intentionally using your microphone. After you've done that, I would highly recommend going back out here. And a cool feature built into your Android phone is auto blocker. It says, keep your phone safe by blocking threats and other suspicious activity. I would highly recommend turning this on. It helps protect your privacy on your Android phone. The next thing we're going to do is go back out of here. And still within the security and privacy, we're going to tap on more security settings. And now from here, all we're going to do is scroll down until we get to device admin apps. You'll be able to see these are all of the apps that have access to full control on your Android phone. You can see some apps that are legitimate on here, maybe the Find My app or the Find Function app. But keep in mind, some of these you might not want to have access to everything on your phone. You can see it might perform these following actions: erase all content, change lock screen, disable some lock features. You can always deactivate this if you don't want that to have full access to your phone. The last thing I would recommend doing is going back out of here to the very beginning of your settings. Now, within the very beginning of your settings, we're going to scroll down again until we get to safety and emergency. And from here at the very bottom, unknown tracker alerts. Make sure another phone or another tracker specifically is not getting your location and following you as you walk around the city. So again, I would recommend turning on the allow alerts. If it's off, just toggle that on. And then you can also do a manual scan now to see if there are any trackers following you as you walk around or drive around. I hope this helps. If it did, hit the like button down below and leave a comment if you still have any questions.